I hope this is better. I listened to it on my desktop. It sound too bad. But I want everyone to feel comfortable. We'll see who's able to find me. I want everyone to feel comfortable. We'll see who's able to find me. I'm afraid to talk. Um, who's going to be the first one? First one is Cat. Cat says you made it back. I'm not surprised. The first one is Cat. Um, Skits is here. Cat says, "Yay." How do I sound, guys? Thank you, guys. I appreciate you finding me. Cat says, "Sounds good, Yogi." Thanks. It's because I'm not using my crackly voice this time. I'm trying out I'm trying out a different voice. Back in the room. I am back in the room. Thanks, Squirrel. Skits says, "Sounds perfect." Do I sound perfect enough for Skits to come up and sing a song? Hey, Sean. Thanks for coming back. Sean, I'm sorry to hear about your shoes. Cat says, "Yeah, you can ditch the crackly voice." I thought it might make me sound like more sophisticated, more knowledgeable, more ancient, like an ancient yogi. Cat says, "Yes." Then it says, "Sounds a lot better." Good. I'm glad. Some people are thank you, JR. JR's back. Some people are sensitive to sound. So I try to take that in consideration. I don't want anyone to, um, I don't want any triggering issues, something that might trigger someone, if we can avoid it. Oh, I forgot that Skits' his neighbor. Says, otherwise, I would. I had fun singing Bob Dylan uh, skits yesterday with you. Thanks for thanks for putting up with me. So where did we leave off with Dennis? I'm sorry, where did we leave off with JR Jim? I see him at 85 right now. 15 to go. Is Toy Pups in? I want to give a big thank you and shout out to Toy Pups. Oh wow, Sean says he couldn't get new shoes at 4 a.m. It's a good point. Good point. Skid says, yeah, that was awesome. Hey, Cyanide. Cyanide said hi. Thanks for coming in. Skid says, thank you for coming to sing. It was an honor to have you. Skits, you asked. Here's my thing. Skits, if you ever ask, I'm there for you. Hey, Anna. Hit the like, please. I appreciate that. Toy Pups, thank you. I was about to give you a shout out. Cat says, don't forget to hit the like on the new stream. Thank you, Cat. Then it says, I sub to JR 85. Finally found you. She says, I want to give a massive shout out and thanks to Yogi. Well, thanks, JR. I appreciate that. Man, I will always take a shout out. Hey, so JR, what do you have planned for your live stream tomorrow? Are you gonna it's gonna be in the gym? Or are you gonna sit and talk? Both maybe? Stephen says, all good in the hood, all good in the wood, Sinai. So we did some breath work and a little meditation. Um, for our friend Jessica, for everyone. The meditation that we did, it's called, you can call it the hum so or the so hum. It's interchangeable. And it's the natural mantra of the breath. Skit says, thank you, Eric, you're a good friend. Lucy found us still. You're welcome, Skits. Always for you. I hope I can always be a good friend to you. I hope I can always be a good friend to all you guys. Tip Up says, sister friend, I love you, Bill. So I doubt, I mentioned this to her, I doubt I would be singing on anyone's live stream, let alone mine, if it wasn't for Toy Pups. She just sort of set something free that allowed me to sing. Hey Sal, are you subscribed to, I think you are, JR Jim? Dennis says, yeah, YouTube was tripping. I had a fight to get back in, kept moving you before I could join. We must have upset the algorithms. I got to make an algorithm apology. Sacrifices must be made. Dancing around the fire tonight. Joe says, I'm going to try my best to do the push-up and card challenge and get through the whole deck. Wow, something like 500 push-ups. I think never done it, but want to push myself. That'll do it, for sure. So are the different suits going to be a different type of push-up? Skit says, wait, did Yogi say all good in the hood? I did, but only because I was reading a comment. Sal says, Yogi is back. JR, Sal just subbed to you, if I'm not mistaken. You're at 86 now. 14 more to go, guys. Hey, Chloe. Chloe Smith said hi. How are you, my friend? Shirley says, Toy Pups, I want to greet you before this gets too fast. Thank you, Shirley. Hey, Shirley, thank you for finding us and coming back. Dennis says, Derek and Toy Pups, love you singing. Oh, she makes nice noises, Toy Pups. Walden Carey, hey, Hunter, how are you? Hi, Eric, Anna, and Shirley. Hey, Chill Sal. Hunter, I was watching some of your shorts today. Chloe says, good, I'm glad to hear that. Shirley says, thank you, Yogi, this is much better. You're welcome, Shirley. If there's ever an issue, any other live streams, let me know. The thing is, I want everyone to feel comfortable here. I want it to be a welcoming place. So if there's anything that's a little off and we can make any kind of difference, you know, easy enough to do. Hunter says, I'm good. How are you? Thank you, Eric. You're welcome. I'm doing pretty good. Let me bring up your channel, Hunter. Man, 6.88K. I don't know if I've ever seen a channel grow like Walden Carey. Deservedly so. He knows how to do YouTube. Guys, if you want to see how to grow your channel, hang out with Walden Carey. For one, he's just a really good guy. He does great live streams, puts out really good informative videos. I remember when he was pushing to get monetized, when he was pushing to get, was it your first 500 or your first 1K? And then he just exploded. But again, deservedly so. And it couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Shepard says, good to see you, Walden Carey. Joel says, subbing back. And JR says, I was going to do diamond push-ups for diamonds. Good call. And the rest just push-ups. Jack, queens, ace, and kings will be 10 push-ups also. That sounds good. We used to do it. I don't remember exactly, but we would do the diamonds. We would do wide, and we would do Hindu push-ups. Josel says no problem. Everyone's saying hi. Hey, Empire. Nice to see you, my friend. It's been a little while. Dennis says, hey to everyone again. Love you all. Skit says 11:11. Duncan says, how's the forum tweak? Much better. Much better. Did some burpees with Jace yesterday. Gave the forum, didn't do any pull-ups. Gave the forum a bit of a break, and I was back to doing snatches today, and I felt good. Shirley says to Weldon Carey, on one of your shorts, I said, yeah, I got 3 in my purse, just like that. Joking, Yogi. World's laughing. Anna says hi to Duncan. Remind me to take my supplement, melatonin supplement, in 8 minutes. Jared says, anytime you're live and I'm free, I'm going to be here. Awesome stream, awesome people. I'm so glad you started live streams. I wish you nothing but blessings and good health to you, Yogi. Thank you so much, JR. I appreciate that. I appreciate all of that. I'm not going to hold you to that, though, because I'm live quite a bit. For a reason. As I mentioned, that I'd like being here at different times to be able to provide breath work for anyone who wants to do it, to talk about the things that are meaningful and important to me, to have fun with my friends. And this is, Toy Pops always says, if you want to be successful, if you want to be successful on YouTube, you think of YouTube as basically as your job. As with every job, you show up. So I show up. But most importantly, and I mentioned this before, YouTube is part of my spiritual practice. Provides me a platform not just to talk about the things that I talk about, but to live the things that I seek to live. If you want to learn peace of mind, show up on YouTube, and someone will show up and make a very sincere effort to push every single one of your buttons. Someone will take it as a personal mission. How many times can you call a guy bald before he snaps? It's like, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? Here's the thing. I'm not buttonless. I'm not without a button. But I don't know if anyone on YouTube's ever found it before. I doubt they ever will. The only time I really get upset is when there's some type of attack going on involving towards a friend, that we can't always do our best to keep people safe, which is hard to do on the internet, obviously. So I'd rather, instead of helping people avoid getting their buttons pushed, I'd rather help teach people how to be buttonless. Get to the point where you're bulletproof. No one can touch you. If you were free from the attachment of your own best opinion about yourself, could anyone say anything about you that would make any difference whatsoever? Do you honestly think that I care if someone calls me bald? Do you think it's a surprise every morning when I wake up and look in the mirror and go, damn, again? I was just bald yesterday. How did this happen? 2 days in a row? Jared says I'll try my best when I'm free at least. I appreciate that. Jace says, oops, I'm going to do a workout with Jace. Just need to get in better shape first. I agree with Shirley. I don't think you need to get in better shape. Jace has only been doing this for a little over a year now. If you go back and look at his early videos, he had a little bit of a pot belly. And he looked nothing physically like he does now. And he talked about this yesterday. He started out with sets of 10 push-ups, squats, and sit-ups. I remember it well. I always thought Jace looked in good shape, but he's a different animal nowadays. Yeah, Shirley hit it right there. He will. About a year ago, I told Jace I am a evangelical for Jace as a person and as a fitness channel. He will push you past what you can do. He will meet you where you are and help you get to where you would like to be. He says, like me, I worked so hard on this. Taking a break right now, though. Lucy is probably the one of, if not the hardest worker on all of YouTube. I don't work that hard at it. I just show up. For me, live streams, it's not that hard. I get to hang out with you guys. I get to hang out with Squirrel Sniper every day. I get to hang out with Shirley and Toy Pups. I get to meet new people, awesome people. I have old friends like Duncan Walsh, Eric LaPointe, Reaper. Some of these people I get to talk to privately on the phone. And I had I met someone that makes me feel like I am filled with infinite love and I get to give it away just from being here. I met someone who just fills me with joy when I think about her. I'm not mentioning any names, but how hard is that? Showing up and doing that every day. And if I can make a livelihood from it, if I can make my goal, I mentioned this. Can I have my livelihood by being kind and talking about forgiveness, teaching meditation? I got certified to be a meditation teacher and breathwork coach after what I felt was my term of being a caregiver was over. I had been practicing. I taught meditation before because I had been practicing it for so long. I was already a certified yoga teacher and that included meditation, but I wanted to be a very specific meditation teacher and offer very specific breath work. When my father died after I was his caregiver, and I asked that question, what does a caregiver do when the singular object of his care is no longer here? I could almost hear my father giving me the answer. Continue being a caregiver, but now you have the entire world to care for. So I show up. I show up. Cat says, so my power has gone out once, my internet's gone out twice. Well, I'm sorry, Cat. Are you having thunderstorms? Pip Up says, I choose to be myself. I'm made out of leather. Hey, that reminds me of the Tom Petty leather and lace. Was it Tom Petty? No, I forget. Stevie Nicks, and who did she sing it with? JR says, you always get haters and trolls even if you do nothing. So I say, do anything and everything you want to do to stop that for no one, and you're going to spend your time. I do my best to live by the adage that What we call a troll and a hater is just someone asking for help. Someone asking to be recognized. Someone's asking for help. What do we do? That's what male bonding trash talk. We got plenty of friends who love to do that. Remove the sting from barbs. Let's see. Shirley says, I mean, Dennis, I only do workings. What? And I didn't get that one, Shirley. Sal says, have a blessed day, Yogi. You too, Sal. Thank you so much. Hey, Duncan Walsh, you still here? We know it. Duncan says, we know who it is, though. You think so, Duncan? Oh, thank you. Don't forget my supplement. Duncan, are you subscribed to our friend JR Gym Journey? Supplement time. Hey, Lee. Lee, you're up pretty late. Just housework. Thank you for that reminder. Dennis says, not going to lie, it was hard to love everyone until I separated love and like. I like that comment. I love everyone, just don't like everything they do. And there you just described forgiveness as offered by A Course in Miracles. Cat says, sunny, warm, light wind. Notice I didn't use the H word not once. Have used H word in reference to how it is this summer. How it is this summer. You did not. I did notice that. Sorry, guys. Duncan says, yes. People say that dog owners look like their owners. Cat, I have seen your dog. Another lovely redhead. Two lovely redheads in the house. Shirley says we got to try to eat tomorrow. Some 3D friends don't like all the bones coming out. Don't worry. You've not been eating, Shirley? Duncan says, sorry, dogs like the owner. Duncan, how are your cats doing? Oh, JR Gym Journey. He's right up ahead. Just a couple comments ahead of your last one. Lucy says, just connected to Walden Carey. Awesome, Lucy. Seven says, Duncan to JR Gym. We're pushing to get him to 100. And onwards. He's at 86 right now. Lisa says, I'm a redhead, laughing. My heart is for MFS, no other man. Shirley says, the falling in love crap is for the birds, Yogi. You think so, Shirley? I'd like to talk about that. For me, what helps is wanting a new and different type of relationship based upon continuous recognition of who the other truly is. Doesn't mean it doesn't present problems and issues. Every dynamic is going to dynamic between two people, but when you're committed to seeing the underlying truth of each other, then it becomes a profound experience between two. Hunter says, thanks, Lucy. I connected back. Duncan says, cats are good. Hunting mice and birds, though. Outside cats. My cat brought me a mouse in the house last March. Here on a live stream. Some of you guys were here for it. I know Cat was here. Oh, Sniper says, Shirley, don't forget the beads. Shirley's laughing. Cat says, I find myself in a state of being in love in so many ways. There's so much more than just romantic love. Agreed. Opening up to that sense of overwhelming and underlying at once. Shirley says, Cat, if I show up in your morning live, send me back to bed. You gonna sleep in tomorrow, Shirley? So that's the big difference. Hey, Jamie Jones. Jamie says my dog is dying. I'm sorry to hear that, Jamie. Is the dog at the vet's? So, Pups, let me know if this is something you want to play. Lisa says, this is so true, Cat. Like with MFS, right. We are just friends right now. You have to start there for it to work, if it works. Shirley says, God knows. Thank you, Cat. Duncan, Cat just dropped the link right below. Pup says, hi, Yogi. Tried to join, but couldn't, so I did the next best thing. I wonder what is. Give me 1 second. Wonder why you couldn't join. I'm having all kinds of technical problems. I'm back. All right. I'm going to play it in just a minute. So, Kat and I often talk about on our Thursday talk, special love versus holy love, special relationships versus holy relationships. Hey, Leo. Leo says, wishing a great day. You're good to go. Thank you, Leo. We're continuing with the Finding Nemo. Our friend Leo, Burpees and Chill, is doing 500 burpees a day, every day, for the month of July. No days off. Maybe it's not just you, Yogi, with the technical problems. Could be the world. He says, for anyone that doesn't know, MFS is Midnight Foot Soldier. He's featured at the top of my feature channel list. Jimmy says it might be canceled. It keeps locking up the pop and ability to eat, and it's sad. Oh, locking up the poop and ability to eat, and it's sad. It is sad. I'm sorry, my friend. Sending prayers, Jamie. All right. So, Toy Pups, is that the go ahead to go and play it? I don't want to do it until we get a definite thumbs up. Hey, Reinhardt's. Jira says 500 burpees a day. That's crazy work. Love it. You just summed up Leo. Crazy. Always putting in the big work. Reinhardt says, what's up, brother? I appreciate you coming in. Deb says, I don't know how you do the time yogi. Life is busy for me. I'm not even busy. Cooking, cleaning errands, you're lucky. I keep pretty busy too. This is just part of my day. Like I said, this is where I'm pursuing. I like the term livelihood. I don't like saying making my living. I've never made a living. I was granted a living. I was graced with a living. Only God can make a living. Our role is to do something with it. And I wanted to do something beyond going back to a 9-to-5 job. Nothing the matter with that. I've done it. I don't want to do it again if I can help it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and play it, Toy Pups. Theo says 93 degrees, gonna follow Gilbert's lead and do them in full sweatsuits and in the sun. Well, as if Gilbert needed company in the crazy department. Leo steps up. Leo steps up, and instead of saying, hold my sweatsuit, he says, let me put that sweatsuit on. It's only 93 degrees out. Online yoginess. Eventually, it's going to come 24/7. Flip Up says, Gilbert is a beast, hot than ice. Here it comes. Leo says, will definitely be a sufferable time. Deb says, you have someone cooking for you? You got to eat. I live with an ex on my basement at my house. No, but I do all my own cooking. It's not much. 80% of my diet is raw. The rest I put in an Instapot. So, guys, I'm going to pay something from our friend Toy Pups.
Hi, Yogi. Hi, Chad. I was trying to join, but who cares? Here we go. That's another way. I wanted to sing you guys a song. The challenge is name the song and name the singer. Sad movies always makes me cry. He said he had to work, so I went to the show alone. They turned down the lights and turned the projector on. And just as the news of the world started to begin, I saw my darling and my best friend walking. Though I was sitting there, they didn't see. And so they sat right down in front of me. And when he kissed her lips, I almost died. And in the middle of the color cartoon, I started to cry. Oh, 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 sad movies always makes me cry. Oh, sad movies always makes me cry. And so I got up and slowly walked on home. And Mama saw the tears and said, what's wrong? And so to keep from telling her a lie, I just said sad movies always makes me cry. Oh, 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 sad movies always makes me cry. Oh, oh, sad movies always makes me cry. Challenge is out there. Name the singer and name the song. Yogi, thank you. I love you. I hope you had a great live stream as per usual. Namaste, chat. Namaste, everyone.
Love you too, Toy Pups. I don't know that, but most of us, some of us are thinking early 1960s country music. You did Convoy 20 last night. Then it says Hank Williams Sr. It's a good guess. It's not another Convoy 20 song, is it? Patsy Cline? No, it can't be Patsy Cline. Shirley says Dennis knows his stuff. Deb says my parents had all these albums. Yeah, my dad always listened to old country music. My mom mainly listened to a little bit of pop, but mainly classical music. And they encouraged us to listen to whatever we liked. So, Toy Pups. Toy Pup says, I'm a badass. You are a badass. Toy Pup says, yes, we grew up with music. I listen to all genres. So who was it? Was it Hank Williams Sr.? The best of the Hanks, by the way, for sure. I should say my favorite. Sue Thompson. I'm not familiar with Sue Thompson. Sad movies. I almost cheated and Googled. Debs, we were right about the time. 1961. A little off on the genre, 1961 pop song. Deb says, my mom liked Tom Jones. I like Tom Jones, and I love Elvis. Engelbert Humperdinck. Engelbert's fun too. Tijuana Brass. Dennis is laughing. Toy Pep says, love you guys. Toy Pep says, love you, Shirley. Hope you liked it. Pookie Nuki Bear. Deb says, never heard of her, but we only got tens of thousands of songs out of 4 or 5. 4 or 5 or 6 decades. This is true. Deb says, I was in my mom's belly. 1961. I was not yet thought of, but I was 61. My sister was 1. My older sister was 1. We are stumpable. I am stumpable too. Hey, Tim. All right. I don't know if we do the whole song. I know Debs will get this right away. Since we're going to get ready to end the live stream, I'll go ahead and throw in a song. Toy Pups, are you ready? Are you going to guess this? Jessica says this has not turned out to be the best day. I'm sorry. Jessica, I'm going to sing a quick song and then we're going to close out with some breath work. I love Big Band too. We'll see if Toy Pups and Shirley can guess this. I think Debs will get it right away. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arise. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly, into the light of the dark black night. The title's easy to guess. Deb says I've been to 160 feet concerts. Wow. Deb says Beatles. Love Paul. Me too. Joey says I'm way too young to know that one, Yogi. Me too. Although I listened to it over and over again as a kid, as a teenager. As a kid, that was my favorite Beatles album. As I got older, it was Let It Be. Deb says Blackbird. Yep. I thought if I sung it bad enough, no one would be able to guess. So Pups, I'm going with Deb's Beatles, Paul McCartney. You Googled. We have Sue here. Just when Sue is here. Hey, Sue. He says, honestly, Yogi, you get better every time. Jason has competition. Maybe I'm getting better because I'm doing it more often. But as far as competition, nah. Jace, Toy Pups, in a league of their own. Deb says, Hey Jude rocks too. It does. I don't think I would even attempt to sing that one. Shirley says, Oh, Sue, I keep missing the cave. How is everyone? Man, I haven't been over there in a while. I'm not even getting notifications. Sue says, Had a Cooper's Hawk in my yard. Awesome. Man, I spent an awesome morning with beavers. The best beaver morning ever. By far. Jessica says, How can it be so easy to mess things up so badly when we are hurt or unsure? So, Jessica, how can things be messed up? Anything that feels messed up can also be unmessed. Deb says, Yes, we are human, that's why. It's okay to make a mistake. Jessica, how about we just leave it as a mistake? Tim says, Jessica. Deb says, life is a bunch of lessons and we overthink and blame. Gonna be okay. Thank you for that, Debs. We certainly overthink and we certainly blame. And we can say that blaming is just overthinking. Jessica says, because I know I hurt someone I love. Very often we do. But it's not something to blame yourself for. Jessica, have you been hurt by someone that you love? Toy Pups is going to try to co-stream live tonight. Wish me luck. Awesome, Toy Pups. Jessica says yes a lot. Did you still love him? Deb says, believe it or not, hurts can heal. Forgive yourself. So, excellent point from Debs. You forgave the people that hurt you. You still loved them. What the other person does is entirely up to them. All we can do is apologize. I'm sorry. Did not mean to hurt you. But you can let yourself off the hook. You can forgive yourself. You can nurture and love yourself. Knowing that you made a mistake, mistakes are not irreversible. You can forgive yourself. I have heard that, Duncan, about the UK footballer. A couple different sources. We have some big football fans who come in, and they mention it. But I actually heard it on the news here too. That's a song by Nazareth. Good song too. Emmylou Harris and someone else did an awesome version of it. He says Duncan, car accident. That's a shame, Duncan. He says most of my friends are little people. They're so much fun, but YouTube has rules. Yep. So, Jessica, you want to get ready to end the live stream with a little bit of breath work? Deb says so many people being taken home. He says, oh, because I see over 51,000 Toy Pops. She's popular. Jessica says, yes, please. So let's do a little bit of nurturing, Jessica. That's true, Duncan. Jessica, we're going to do, since we did some more extensive breath work earlier this evening, we're going to do that physiological sigh. We're going to breathe in, we're going to sip, we're going to exhale. But we're going to follow that up. We're going to do that 3 times. We're going to follow that up with a little bit of self nurturing, some of that somatic care. So, what we're going to do Remember, we breathe through the nose, filling the belly up with air, and then we sip in air at the top, and then we exhale with a sigh, very soft, pursed lips. Letting everything go. We're going to do that 3 times. Ready, Jessica? Anna sending prayers, Jessica. Thank you, Anna. Thank you for the unicorn vibes, Lucy. So here we go. We get a thumbs up. Sit up straight, but not rigid, comfortable. First, notice your belly rising in and out as we breathe. We're going to breathe in through the belly, letting it rise all the way up, high up in the chest. Then we take another sip of air in. Exhale through the mouth, pursed lips. First breath. Here we go. We breathe in. Sip in air. Exhale. Extend it until all the breath is gone. Sway just a little bit. Relax. Breath number 2. Breathing in through the nose. Sip in air. Exhale. Relax. Breath number 3. Here we go. Breathing in. Sip in air. Exhale. Good. Jessica, fold your arms, and anyone else, fold your arms in front. X. Just move your arm up and down at your own speed. Go all the way down to your fingertips and back up. Do one arm at a time if you want. You can slide one arm under your arm, hug yourself, and then move your other arm. Stop. Pause in some spots. Just move. Hands together in front, prayer position, hands skating. Nice and easy, back and forth. Skating the hands side by side. Hand on the heart center. Breathe in. And breathe out. And just circles across the chest. Self-nurturing, self-loving. We are learning to reconnect with our bodies. We're learning to appreciate ourselves, our own touch, our own love, our own softness. It's okay to feel broken sometimes. It's okay to break. As the great songwriter Leonard Cohen says, that's how the light gets in. Thumbs up position. like we're hitchhiking. Breathe in through the nose, exhale gently. You blow on the thumb. Calming breath. One more time. Just sit now, allowing everything to settle. We were talking about forgiveness. Forgiveness is something we offer to ourselves, and it carries over to other people. We forgive ourselves for every perceived mistake. If we could have done something different at any time, we would have done something different. So we forgive, meaning we put the past where the past is, behind us, no longer existing. And we choose to no longer make ourselves feel bad for something that no longer exists. Forgiveness is giving up all hope of a happier yesterday, of a happier past, and accepting the present moment for the free and spacious nature that it holds for us. There's been no mistake made right now. Every mistake made is in the past. This moment, you are absolutely free of any mistake. Give yourself that gift of freedom because that's what's present right now. That's what's present right now. That's what's present right now. Relax into the moment. And when you're ready, I'll see you in the chat. We'll get ready to say goodbye. JR says, gotta go now. Yogi, have a good night. Peace, everyone. Stay blessed. I'm looking forward to the workout tomorrow, JR. '87 subscribers for JR. Shirley says, I'll try to get on your live tomorrow, JR. Thank you, Shirley. Anna says, thank you so much, Yogi. You're welcome, Anna. Thank you. Jessica says, thank you, Eric. Always, Jessica. Tim says, everyone have a blessed and incredible night. Much love. Much love to you, Tim. Thank you so much for coming in. So, all right, we're going to wrap things up. I'm going to go to bed. Let's end the live stream. I love you guys. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to love you, for being exactly who you are. 7/7 and 7 p.m. Awesome. I would not want to be anywhere else but with you guys right now. Well, maybe one place. Jessica says, love you, Eric. Thank you. All right, guys. I'm going to go. I'm going to see everyone tomorrow, 5 a.m. Hope to see some of you. We're going to continue reading from my book for a little while, at least 2 weeks. Shirley says, see you in the morning. Does God have a hero? Guess what? You are. You are. That's right. You are. Thank you, Duncan. Thank you, Shirley. Bye, guys.